that need to do the 5 decision makers. You see that? So with all of this, got corporations and working and not having a forum and a father and son, you simply end up with 4 people that want to merge and they have to have a business. So I mean, you know how to do that. That's not any different than any of the rest of them we do. So you got, what do you choose for these people to do? How many employees? What are we talking about?
It's about 100.
They've got 100 employees, got a business that's already in operation. Is that a good situation for a partnership? No, I see everybody saying no, but nobody's talking. This is a better situation for them to form a corporation, even if the only stockholders are the 4 in there. Okay, so they're going to form a new corporation out of these 2 existing businesses. Simple. I mean, not any different than if I gave you 4 people that want to make hats, and you said you needed capital, so you do it. So the 5 decision makers: capital, ease, control, tax, liability. And you would take a corporation form and put it to each one of them, just like you did with the partnership. Now, you do this right here. If you pick, this is a form of business issue, you pass. Right? You get a C minus, minus, minus. Because I've taught you to look at a fact situation and say they need to form a business, which you didn't know how to do three months ago. All right? You pick a form, you go into the corporation, so I think it'd be a corporation, that's a C plus B minus. You connect the corporation with the 5 decision makers and you're into the A range. So don't panic. Pick your issues and then start writing down, but if you get stuck, always go back and pick your issues. So what was the second issue in this one?
Basic business.
Basic business. Profits equals revenue minus expenses. All right? What was the third one?
Management.
Management. And what about management in this one?
It's better to do a SWOT so then they can see how their strengths, weaknesses, what they can do together, and their threats.
Okay, all right. A SWOT, because we're a new corporation, so that's always a good thing to do. What else did we click? What else did you check?
I did ethics and human resources.
All right, I think you're right. Ethics, and what ethics? We got religious, moral,
And
situational, and this was moral. What'd you pick?
moral.
Moral. That's what I would pick. So this is also, one sentence paragraph. This is also an ethical issue. They need to do their business in a moral standard. This was definitely a human resource because a new corporation has to do what? We got to hire people. All right, we're brand new. We've got a SWOT. We've made a decision to operate ethically. Now we've got to do business, and we want to make a profit. We've done the business equation. So in order to get started, we have to do human resources. Now, you can put hire employees, picking the human resources is a C, hiring employees, that's a B, and if you go and talk about plan, recruit, train, evaluate, compensate, hire and fire. That's an A+ answer. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
All right, did anybody check anything else?
Marketing?
And
Good.
marketing.
Good, marketing. We got the 4 Ps. What are the 4 Ps?
Price, placement, promotion, and product.
Placement, promotion, and product. Now, let me make sure you understand, because, you know, even with an hour and a half, and I give you a test that's got 7 and 8 issues in it, I don't expect you to spend your time saying, I would promote them at Walmart, and I would promote them on Amazon, and you know, this is a good opportunity to promote them on online, because it isn't a number one marketing issue. Marketing is just one of them. So you acknowledge that they need to hire people, you acknowledge that they need to market their product, but I'm not looking for you to talk about resumes, I'm not looking for you to talk about websites. You know, if you just acknowledge that they do need to do the marketing, that's enough for an A. Okay, this one was a little trickier because it's rare that I screw around with the forms of business. It's normally pretty straightforward. This one was a little harder. It's also rare for me to put what I call the minor issues, like business and ethics and management and HR. I mean, most of them are, you're going to be the civil litigation where you've got to spell it all the way out. Are any questions on this test?
Could you add trust in the last one?
Trust.
Like the trust issue?
I like that. You can always add things that aren't in there. You get points for creativity. When you finish the answer, if you put a couple of paragraphs with it, if something I hadn't thought about, I'm gonna give you credit for it. You know, these people need to trust each other. That would be the time where you'd say, you know, this is probably good for online marketing. Yeah.
Wouldn't property be what you extended in the warehouse?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. I completely left that one out. I apologize. It's definitely a property issue. Grantor to grantee. By deed. Property description. Has to be 70 years. An A++, you have to look out in the property description for an easement. And once you buy the property, you have to look out for adverse possession. And the state can come in and take it under eminent domain. I miss any others?